these all watched. Yeah, do it really later. Oh. Wait, who's that guy's name from? Full window? No, what that? Full screen. Pakistani pro wrestler is pro MMA fighter. I mean, that's definitely scary. Standing a little tall, but not a bad jab. Looking for some knees. Got him covering up, though. Opportunity to go for the legs. Not going to get a lot of those versus wrestling. Oh, I see how this works. Oh, yeah, like I said, cover him up. Go for those legs. That was it. Oh, let's check that out. Let's look at that again. So as a stand-up fighter, and you're trying to get a wrestler to cover up, that's the moment. Right? That's kind of what you're looking to do. Boom, feint, crack, just beautiful. Takes the legs right out. Bam. Oof. Oh, man. That couldn't have felt good. Ooh, so good. Nice side kick in there. I mean, I was getting a little fancy, right? You don't get too fancy. Keep those kicks low versus wrestlers. Last thing you want is them to grab a lemon and run in. But at the same time, this guy doesn't seem to be wrestling much. And the reason I'm calling him the wrestler in this equation, where it's a pro MMA fighter versus the Dagestani pro wrestler, he's got that tighter stance. He's looking to keep it close. Whereas the other guy's a little looser. Looks like he's got a little more experience on the feet. Oh, there we go. Ah, crack. Basically, the other time he got him to cover up. This time, no cover up. Straight to the ground. Makes a miss. I mean, also, he goes to the well with it a second time. He already got lucky the first time. Oh, let me just say, D-Subnet 0, thanks for the follow. Besame culo. Thanks for the follow. Love him. There we go. And is this the beginning of the end, right? Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll do it later. Here we go. Okay, so MMA fighter looking to get guard. I personally hate this. 1 foot over, 1 foot inside. Not very useful. Hip escape, clear the foot. Either get full guard or get 2 butterflies. Oddly enough, in MMA, I really do like butterfly guard. Yo, Paul, what's up, brother? How have you been, man? I was not present for UFC Vegas. It was good. Like, I wasn't here. Actually, I ended up falling asleep with my son on the couch for a little bit. But, man, UFC Vegas. I woke up for the last 2 fights. I was very happy with that. And then the Anderson Silva fight. Had my heart pumping, man. Just watching that dude in there always inspires me in some way. You know? The way he moves. Even though he's 46, he was, boom. Like, he won the first 2 rounds, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, and realistically, Uriah Hall notoriously starts off kind of slow. But once he started moving the 3rd round, the 4th round, man, it was lit up. Yellow Knight, what's up, brother? How is everyone doing this evening? But yeah, no, it was man, UFC last night was good. Well, actually, let me put that in there. Let me put that in. Let's watch him German Backyard. But first, let's also put in there Anderson Silva. It's too much respect. Too much respect. Nah, not too much. Much respect. Update. There we go. Close. Woke up this morning to be on the toilet twice. Woke up at 7 a.m., brushed my teeth, went back to sleep, woke up again. Sounds like a fun night, Paul. Sounds like a fun night. Definitely can't complain about it. Here we go. Actually, streaming to both Twitch and... Come on, here we go. As long as you don't wake up on the toilet. Have I ever woke up on... I've woke up next to the toilet, but never actually on it. Can't lie about my 4 burritos and half a nachos. There you go. Good ground and pound here. So again, I mean, at this point, I know you guys went for the beginning, but the MMA fighter was doing good. He had a beautiful leg. You know what? Let me rewind for this leg kick. It's beautiful. He gets him to cover up. I think it's right around here. Nah, here's getting a little too fancy. Boom. Look at this. Gets him to cover up and then opens up on it. Oh. I mean, if you can get a wrestler to cover up, that is the moment to go for leg kicks. I think it's a little too fancy. Tell me about my 4 burritos and half a tub of nachos I ate yesterday. My wife loves nachos, so I actually end up making them a couple times a week usually. We just go straight nachos, some ground beef and cheese though. She can add all the other stuff she wants afterwards. Yo, Big John, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. My nachos are the nacho cheese. Oh no. I do real cheese, not the creamy nacho, like the cheese that doesn't melt. No. Bam, gets him, grabs a leg, double leg on the ground. I say that was the best fight of the year. Which one? Every single fight was memorable. Oh, the best cardio. Oh no, yeah, that one was amazing, man. I caught some of it on my half-hour break. I caught the final. Ang Lee versus oh man, the BJJ guy. Why can't I? The Ritter. And I remember us watching the Ritter, going, "This dude's something special, man. His ability to control on the ground and squeeze is insane." And we got to see it. And about Martin Nguyen, oh, we're gonna hit them all up tomorrow. That's for sure. I used to cheese, onions, tomato peppers, Oxycontin cheese, or any cheese of your choice. Well, I just had like whatever Mexican cheese is, right? Some cheddar, some pepper jack, not pepper jack. On Martin Nguyen. I know. I couldn't believe Martin. I mean, then again, that dude Tang Lei, he was also on The Ultimate Fighter, the same one as Ryan Hall. That dude is amazing, right? I think he also lost to Saul Rogers. I'm not exactly sure, because Saul Rogers is the person I picked to win that, and he would have won it if not for not being able to come back to America, in my opinion. But yeah, man, I couldn't believe it. And both, like, I don't want to spoil it. I want to watch it on Monday. I want to watch that tomorrow with everybody, right? I know you found the fight. You put them in the Discord. Tomorrow night, I want to put them together. I want to give a nice watch and respect to that. But, man, it was crazy. I agree. But I get that long time. But I did get the how long. I completed 20 levels. I had a chance to win autograph on glove gloves or $1,000. Well, I know you. So I know you definitely went for the gloves. If there was a chance for it. If that's your choice. All right, so now he's got 2 butterfly hooks in, right? No. How did Bryce Mitchell do? Man, he was a spectacular ground control showing. Got on the ground, dominated, pressure, going for ground and pound. Andre Filet's bridge was insane. Turned him over like twice. And then Mega Mitchell. Yeah, I mean, that's brilliant, like the way you're putting it. And he looked good on the stand-up. And apparently, he broke his hand in like the first couple minutes. Ooh, this is nice. Ooh, gets him with the one, catches the second knee in there. Ooh, he should be lightweight. At 145, man, Bryce Mitchell's definitely coming up. Obviously the Andre Fili fight was, I want to say, the most difficult test for him so far, right? It was good though. He took it well. Did a beautiful job of recovering with everything, but he even ate a couple shots in the fight. But man, Bryce Mitchell will look really, really good. I like him a lot. I really do like him a lot. Jeff Chan versus Bryce Mitchell 2021. Only if ONE FC and UFC decide to do like a super match, which I'm not saying is out of the realm of possibility, and I'm not saying it wouldn't be awesome. But Jeff is a featherweight. Good single. Is he going to get it down? He's got the grip. Oh, yeah. Switch to a double. He's got to. He should immediately jump over the leg. Oh, MMA guy going for the Kimura. I feel like the wrestler guy jumped in a half guard there. When I returned 2019, but now does not want to talk to the drug test. I didn't think he said he was coming back in 2019. I thought he said he was 2018. Well, he did bodybuilding. They juice a lot. That's true. I mean, obviously not supposed to, but hit under the ring. You heard what John Jones said about that, right? He said he hit under the ring because he didn't want to get caught because he was smoking marijuana. Now, here's the thing about that. Weed does make you paranoid. So I could imagine him seeing him go, oh my God. Like him being super high and like diving under the cage. And then not realizing how long he's under there. And that he's half naked. Just stoned out of his gourd. I could definitely see it. That'd be too funny, man. Too funny for sure. Ooh, RDX. You got the Tony Ferguson gloves on. Oh, wow, they're legit, man. Putting a little Vaseline up the nose, making sure it doesn't bleed out. Oh. Charged in with the jab. Level changes. And then he's going to he hits him with a hook here. And then he's going to try and come up with a knee. Just such a mistake. Professional. I mean, that's also... Ooh, camera froze. I see. I'll fix it right now. I mean, those things are like that are what'll always hold in question, was John Jones or is John Jones the GOAT? Does he deserve the #1 pound for pound? And I think because those things are in question, no, he doesn't. Like, he's amazing. But even if he's not on it now, does he believe, like, and obviously his last couple fights have been not nearly as good. So he's not the same person. Saver's got a chance. It's GSP. 100% Big John. GSP, I mean, don't get me wrong, his last fight versus, well, I can't remember the wrestler's name. I mean, the win was suspect at best. TRC Hendricks. Well, not only TRC Hendricks, I'm not even sure if it was tear to Hendricks. It was the fact that Hendricks had then was allowed to rehydrate with an IV. The moment they took away hydrating with IVs, you saw Conor McGregor had his last fight that weight class. Hendricks was never the same. He couldn't cut the weight and bring it back up. It was just impossible for him. So there is that level of it, but still, I mean, Georges St. Pierre was undefeated for as long as, time-wise, as Khabib. And he was fighting title fights. So, yeah, as far as like GOAT, greatest of all time, still GSP. Current number one pound for pound? Sorry, Jones. There's just too much suspect in your career. Like, I kind of believe John Jones's group could just have him shooting up water and that'd be the same thing. I think it's just in his head he needs it. Really digging for this single. Ooh, gets the underhook. Again, he leaves the hook in there, right? So either take the hook out. Oh, gets the butterfly sweep. Looking for, so the switch is actually, he should have reached his other arm beyond. He actually reaches for the wrong one. So 3 defenses really is enough. Well, no, that's the reason, yeah, as a retired fighter, Khabib will always be in the talks or in contention for top 5 greatest of all time because of his 29-0 record. But as far as greatest of all time, yeah, you're right. It does. There is a certain level of title defenses, the opponents you faced, like that's a big deal too. Because I mean, you could see Khabib's opponents were tough, but the lightweight division is rich with talent, and the fact that he never defended it against Tony Ferguson is also a big problem, in my opinion, as well. That's the Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, conversation. It's like that dude was always there. Coming up over the top here. Oop, checking that oil. It's supposed to be this month, right? November. Tyson versus Roy Jones. Tony would have been deleted. Guys could be with a smash Tony. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's going to be sick, right? Both of these guys as far from their prime as possible. But taking it serious, right? So it's a cool... I like what Tyson's doing. He's thinking about starting like a Legends League where he just gets all older people that have just been fighting for way too long, or like I know he was talking about like a 5 versus 5 football, just getting some legends together. Be fun stuff. But Khabib was Achilles. I'm not saying Khabib wasn't amazing. I'm not saying Khabib isn't in contention for the greatest of all time. But I am saying Khabib still needs to fight Ferguson. Because Ferguson was a weird fight for Khabib. Remember how Conor McGregor escaped. He didn't escape with wrestling. He used jiu-jitsu and he used scrambling tactics and kept in the middle and was able to get away. Ferguson is great off his back in the jiu-jitsu format. I still think Pacquiao better Mayweather. I still think Pacquiao beat Mayweather in that fight. I know Mayweather got a decision, but I remember watching and going, yo, Pacquiao hit him more often. And then somebody actually went back and did the math. Pacquiao hit him more often. 100%. So that's always something I'm going to say about that one. Tony's all around. He is, man. He's got the full package. And his hands are gigantic. He's long. And he's not afraid of the takedown. That's what makes him a very different fight than Gaethje and Conor. And Poirier. Gaethje, Conor, and Poirier, all stand-up fighters, all afraid of the takedown. I really believe Ferguson still steps forward. Is not worried about takedown. If he gets taken down, he's like, I'm gonna rely on my jiu-jitsu. It's killer. We vastly overestimated Gaethje's grappling, Professor. We didn't overestimate his grappling. We thought his wrestling would keep him away from the grappling. We actually all said we don't know how good his grappling is. Remember, I'm making a distinction between wrestling and grappling. Grappling is, I'm on my back, I can scramble up, just different moves on the bottom, right? Gagey, we know, is a great wrestler, but we didn't know if he was a great MMA grappler. And there is such a big difference there. And we were talking about that. We all kind of agreed, like, Gagey's grappling / MMA wrestling has never been tested. And the moment it was tested, it was found to be wanting. His fans overestimate his wrestling 100%. They not only, it's not that they overestimated his wrestling, they did overestimate his wrestling, but they thought that would translate into a typical grappling concept. And it's not true. Like, wrestlers are great wrestlers. The idea to get someone on the ground, try and pin them, right? And then try not to be pinned themselves. But Gagey was afraid of having his back taken. So he quickly put his back on the floor. The problem with this is he's not a great grappler. And that's the difference between a grappler and a wrestler. He's good when he's trying to get someone down. He's good when he's trying to get pinned. But the moment his back was on the floor to protect his back from being choked, Gagey was like a fish out of water. And it was just not even a contest at that point. Favorite is Dustin Poirier. I understand, man. He's a great stand-up fighter, a lot of fun to watch, but I truly do think he might get knocked up by Conor again soon. That fight's signed. It's going to be at 155. It's not at 170. I like it. I either think we're going to get Tony versus Chandler or Tony versus Gagey, and I think that should be for the title. My favorite fighter is Leon Edwards. And didn't he just agree to fight Khamzat? Isn't he fighting him and Khamzat? Aren't they finally going to throw down? Peppering is not going to work against counter striking. It didn't last time. It won't this time. Nope. Who you bet on, Leon? Over Khamzat Chimaev? I'd have to look at that. I would. German Backyard MMA. Yeah. This is a German. I'll only pop it up so you guys can see. So it's I'll open this in the window. You see. So this is I believe it's German. Remember actually you could tell me better than I can. All right. So it's Defend Fight Club. They don't have a lot of videos. They have a few, right? They just started up 3 months ago. They're still loading though, right? So they're putting things out, which is pretty cool. What do you think now? Is it German or no? I can't tell. Let's see if I have an about. Oh, location Germany. All right, there we go. Boom. German Backyard MMA. See, Backyard MMA is everywhere in the world. Everywhere. Would you bet on Leon? Still worried about that. Who's that one? Usually done Baeza versus Khamzat. No, I think Leon versus Khamzat, because Khamzat, again, either he's going to be the hype train or he's not. And that's what they're looking for. They want to know if they're going to ride this dude to the end. Kind of like he's doing with Izzy Adesanya, right? If you get a backyard, it's go time. That shit is so illegal. Oh, really? Not that? So not allowed in Germany in the slightest. Hey, honey, you come lay down? Yeah, you gonna lay down? You gonna watch?
I want to lay down with mommy.
You wanna lay down with mommy? Okay.
I see.
You gonna watch some jiu-jitsu?
Mommy,
Dear kid, how are you awake? It's effectively 10 o'clock for you.
Yeah, kill me.
Oh, Connor can beat Izzy. Can Connor beat Izzy? Oof, nah, man. Honestly, it's two very precision strikers, and Izzy does have the length.
Did he go down right away?
He was out. Oh, he had a little screaming fit again when he started to drink, let the bottle go, screamed for like 5 minutes, and then went back out.
Realize I wasn't there? Is that what it is?
I have no idea. What?
I'm having that same
You gonna say hi?
I
No, okay. Casual. Oh.
She has slime in her hair. And like her bangs.
Oh, okay. We're good. Because the content comes to height, train legions of casuals coming. Well, actually, I think the Khabib hype train is just the Khabib train. I think they're just gonna end up going on to Khamzat. They'll just love him. I mean, if he delivers with the Leon Edwards fight. I need to get some water. Can you get some water?
Okay.
Okay.
You want
All right.
to talk to the people while Daddy gets water?
Okay.
Which means all the more better for Dana White. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Well, that's all the better for everybody. The more fans that come to MMA, the more we get to see, and the more free on TV stuff they put out for us.
Go ahead, Fiona. Go sit in Daddy's chair.
Okay, maybe Daddy, Daddy.
Go ahead, talk to the microphone.
Here, go for it. Lots of people.
Okay. Mommy. Well,
There you go.
talk.
There you go. Talk to people.
All right. Tell them what's going on.
Daddy,
Yeah?
come sleep.
Go ahead, talk to the
Come
people.
on, talk to people.
What's this?
What's this? It's a pin. And that's a little wrench.
Yeah, we can fix Teddy the bike,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I can fix your computer.
You gonna fix my computer with that little wrench? All right, sounds good.
I'm gonna fix this.
That's actually why I'm really annoyed at the whole Izzy Adesanya fighting John Blachowicz. I mean, that holds up both divisions. Like, John Blachowicz just won the title. Izzy has one defense. Two defenses, sorry. Like, let Jan have a defense. Let the middleweight
I'm tired.
group breathe a little bit.
I'm tired.
You tired? Okay, you're gonna go in your bed then. You're gonna go in the bed, like Mama. There you go, put the wrench down. Thank you.
Stop it.
Yeah?
What's this?
I don't know. Looks like a W, yeah.
Oh.
And an O, very good. All right, ready? I'm gonna throw you. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
No, I want to do it.
What?
I can.
Okay, one more time.
No, I want to do it.
Okay, you do it. What are you doing? Oh, you can jump in the bed yourself? Oh, okay, cool. Good job. You believe Freddie Mercury is better than Romero? Yeah, I think it's been proven. I mean, you know what it is? For some reason, Romero never used his best assets. That's what I want to say about that. Romero is an incredible fighter. Exactly, he's an amazing athlete. Physical specimen, has solid boxing,
Daddy, where they are.
great wrestler, but he never uses. I don't know where they are. I have no idea where your books are. I have books, but not the one doing all of it.
Oh, they're over there.
Where's there?
On the printer.
On the printer? Alright. What's that? I don't know. Okay, I'll put it. Here we got these two tonight. The baby and yours there. Uh-huh. I see Whitaker is an athlete. Well, that's the thing, no. Romero is an Olympic level athlete, and he's absolutely incredible. But what is an Olympic level athlete then? Check their website. I know a few people on German. Or any of these wrestler promoters. It can be like, I've run some of the fights, but it's definitely interesting. They do I think 5-minute rounds. And they're all labeled like this type of fighter versus this type of fighter. They have like a Wing Chun dude versus somebody else. Who's the GOAT? Anderson Silva. Or George St. Pierre?
I take off.
Oh, okay. He's like,
She's like, I'm the goat.
Connor's about 5'9", 5'8". Makes sense. I think so. Wow, you still talking about Romero's height? I mean, we know Romero's shorter. But yeah. Yeah, so I came across this now like a couple weeks ago. Watched a couple of the fights. I mean, they're solid. They take care of their fighters so far. Yeah, I've seen some refs stop it at like weird moments. Whoever's doing like they have the Vaseline on the cuts. They do let them bleed a little more than street beefs. So they're a little more rougher. Mm-hmm. Romero Gaslam isn't embarrassed. He's 5'9". He made Izzy run for his man. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, that's another fight. Like, on some level, I don't want to run back, but I kind of want to run back, right? Romero versus Izzy. Actually, you know what I want to say? I want to see Romero versus Uriah Hall. That's the one I want to see. He has more right to call out Izzy Adesanya than Paulo Costa does. Like, they even have Cutman, dude. Now after these dudes, they're going legit. They're doing the best they can. Come on, just trying to show off the vibration here. There we go. All right, you know what it is? This the guy in the gray shirt needs to do what he did before. He kept feigning, and every time that he would cover up, he'd crack him in the legs, and it was such a beautiful combination. Ooh, single, double, technical stand up, big suplex. Ooh, ooh. See, I would have liked to have seen, right, if he could have just come back a moment here. Let me go back 5 seconds. One thing I like to do here is this hand here that's over the back. I actually like to set it up for a guillotine already and almost like kind of put my hand behind my back. So the moment I can drive my hips back, my hand goes flat on my chest and have a nice tight guillotine set up. I would learn it from watching Jeff Glover, and it's such a sweet setup. It's almost as if they think they're taking your back. So when you technical stand up out, and you can kind of pull away a little bit there. Like right here, 1, 2. Yeah, so I put the back of my hand to their shoulder. It's such a fun setup. Nobody sees it coming. It works as long as you get the foot on the outside. Ooh, foot's coming on the inside. Good job by the rest. Little circle over the legs. We're looking for the Kimura again. Yeah, but right now I really do want to see Yo Romero versus Uriah Hall. I think that'd be a really good fight. I think that would set up Uriah Hall closer to a title fight. I mean, and no offense to Dana White, what is the crap that he said Uriah Hall would have to step up his output in order to get a title shot? Like, because he was talking about the second round between Uriah Hall and Adesanya and Anderson Silva had like 11. It was a slow round. It was still like a kind of like a weird feeling around the second round. It was very strange. I think 11 total strikes thrown or 11 total strikes connected. Is that really a thing? Really is a different world. Again, this guy has this half butterfly, half guard thing going on. Really not a fan of it. Who's the dude that did a turning sidekick and knocked him out? You talking about when Uriah Hall spinning back kicked Mousasi? When we looked at that? No. Who got knocked out? Or who was doing the knocking out? Then I can think about it. Going for that Kimura again. guy's like, oh, you're talking about like the round kick, caught it, and then he's spinning, like jump spinning back kick to his face. I remember who that. I remember what you're talking about. No, I do not. Somebody's gonna remember the name on that one. Come on, who delivered the greatest knockout of 2020 so far this year? What was that guy's name again?
Go to sleep.
Big John might know too. He's doing a good job in bottom half guard, right? I like the way he's been framing him out. He's really blocking that one arm. Ooh, there you go. Nice kick away. Goes belly down. Still kept the hook on. Let's look at that. That was actually some nice half guard work. I mean, we talk about how half guard on bottom is a terrible idea. Like, I don't like how far he has this leg through. Right? I prefer the knee kind of a little bit more shallow or against the hip. But when he gets in trouble, he's going to use it, and he's going to extend his whole hip. Boom. Gets him away, immediately puts the elbow to the ground, and starts building that base. Looking to keep the elbow inside. I would have liked that elbow to not come to the floor there. Because look how he didn't even really have to touch the floor to get up. So if that elbow would have been still framing, it would have been better. Good job. Circles around the back. Ooh, nice little 1-2 there. Oh, giving him the Sakuraba Kimura. Can he connect his hands? Again, has that half guard butterfly coming out for that Kimura again. Ooh. Comes right back up into his wrestling. Ooh, time. Nah, we'll look at what he's talking about right now. First thing I gotta do is get this back to, reset this back to 100%. There we go. There you go. Whew. Alright. I mean, they gotta give it to an MMA fighter, in my opinion, right? Cause the damage. Really? Because of the top control. So weird.
I can't see it.
Oh, we're gonna get bigger again. So we're just looking for UFC fight cards. No, he's talking about no. Is the Sanhagen one? No, it might have been Holm versus Aldana. No, it can't be this far back. Man, there's a lot of fights going on right now. Whew. Anybody remember if it was a prelim card or a regular card? Once I see the guy's name, I'll know exactly if it's it. Townsend, no. That was a good fight there. Marlon. There we go. It's Joaquin Buckley versus Impa Casagnaway, and it's Joaquin Buckley that does it. So that's what you're looking for. Oh, the KO, yeah, that was in the prelims. I texted after KO of the year. Yeah, KO of the year. It's Joaquin Buckley, bro. This guy right here. Yeah, he's the one who had that spinning back kick. Insane. Off the catch. Good work there. Oh, he's due to fight again. You're 255, November 21st. Nice. For Jordan Wright. He's right back in there, huh? Oh, so he lost to Kevin Holland. Beat Impa. And now he's back. So now he's kind of like going 1-1. He's looking to create a little more hot streak for himself. Dude was insane. Right there, you meant street piece kung fu dude. Ooh, I mean, understandable. But that was, here we go, let's go. That was a huge kick. That was brutal. So here's one thing from the German MMA one. They always had like these little moments of like stats for him. Lucha Livre versus Street Fighter. Curtis Street Fighter. I wonder if they just have RDX gloves or he just buys the RDX gloves out there. Which one? Which one? I mean, it's definitely post-COVID times too. All the officials are wearing masks. So it's definitely within the 3 months they say happened. I don't like the way White Shirt's elbow is so high. And it puts his hands a little low. It's that feeling out process. Both looking for the kick. Oh. It's like she's like, Who's coming for the single to double leg in the guillotine range? Ooh. Was kind of tight. Let's look at that again. Single grabs a double. Him looking for the guillotine, grabs the neck. Makes the cardinal mistake. Oh, that's what it is. Look, his legs are gonna push to finish the guillotine. He's gonna look to drive his hips up and through, but really you gotta squeeze and twist. And because he pushes his hips up, the head goes up with it. Looking to slip on the arm bar. Doing a good job of keeping his head close. And see, he took him down, but he looks like he's very uncomfortable here in the guard range. I mean, realistically, what I like to see from a guy in the shorts, because his hands are already low, right? Throw a leg kick, get his hands to go lower, and then you throw something up top. I mean, the 1-2 wasn't bad. But he's on the back foot. Ooh. It's got good reflexes to get under that kick, though. That's when you might get his hands lower. Right? Ooh, nice. Very long shot. Fakes the jab. There you go. Gets hands up. Fakes that with a little jump in. One little flick. With the jump, level changes. Runs him down. And I like the way he finishes it. Swipes the legs out to the side. Honestly, really good finish. Ends in side control. Oh, you can see the inexperience. He's trying to squeeze the guillotine here. Actually, he shouldn't go to mount. Yeah, it actually puts a little strain on his neck. He should go back to side control. Maybe work a Von Flu choke. Oof. Okay, crossface isn't bad. But still, it's a lot of strain on your neck. You don't need to be doing this, brother. Stay in side control next time. There we go. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to say inexperienced. You see he's going to turn over immediately. Ground and pound to the side. I mean, ref should be close to stopping this one here. Oh, comes up immediately, throws a choke on fast. Good work. Dude's a tough dude, not going out easily, but yeah. And I want to say this is kind of what, like, if you got a real fight, like, this is kind of what an inexperienced person's going to do, right? Like, to a T. You're going to get them to the ground. They're going to hold on to your head for dear life. Now, I don't agree with going to side control. I mean, going to mount until your head's free, but your head's free, you come in a mount, you start smacking them up and down. They're going to turn over. Like, this is quintessential. This is like BJJ 101. Smack him back and forth. He eventually goes to get up. You put the choke on. Boom. And don't forget the squeeze. Bam. So here it actually takes a little bit of time for him to tap because he's pulling with his arms here, right? You even see the hand on top. You can see you have the pull of the arms. Get the hand behind the head. Drive those shoulders up. Give it a squeeze down. Nice. Gets the tap, though. Good job. There we got our Chechen grappler. Takes out our Kurdish street fighter. And good work. And you can see him right off the bat. Like, the way he's standing. Elbows out. Hands up here. Very awkward stance. Offers no power, really. Gotta get those elbows low. Get that body behind those shots. And no distance. Like, both these guys are way too far for any of those shots. Nice little lean back there. Nice little duck under that round kick. Like the slow-mo afterwards. Oh. Someone's snoring. I gotta put them in their bed. Alright. Let's set up the next fight before we go. Boxer versus MMA fighter. Does that tell you anything? KO des Jeunes 2020. I guess that's the date, Nafta? The Femme Fight Club. I mean, guys are going all in with the quality, man. Honestly, nice opening. Give them a little talking time. Ideally, on a classic poignant level, it's like you have the boxer, you have the MMA guy. He's got to take him down. Definitely there, RDX gloves. Alright, I'll leave this pause right here. I'll be right back. She did? Yeah. Oh, wow. looks loose. I want to say the boxer looks like he's in a little bit better shape. Maybe a little heavier. Oh, I don't like the way the MMA guy's putting his hands down as he moves his head. Definitely going to open him up to something. Looks for the Superman punch. Eats a 1-2 on the way in. Oof. I mean, I think they slowed that down in the wrong spot. Hold on. Setting makes me miss Chernobyl. I mean, this is such a nice area. Catch with the Superman punch, but look. I mean, the boxer here misses on his 1. Catches him over on the 2 with the counter. On the lean back with the hook. I mean, and throws his jab on the break. Good timing. Again, his hands are low, though. Looking for the spinning back kick. I mean, in my opinion, he really should have went for the takedown already, right? I'm sorry about that fart, honey. What? I said sorry. I mean, I do like that he's keeping his distance. Oh. Yeah, boxing needs to come forward a little bit more, right? Back him up. Ooh, spinning back fist. And puts his lights like mouthpiece goes flying. Fight is over. Ooh, man. Boom. Let's look at everybody's. Look at the reaction of the people in the back. Ooh, look at them all. Oh, whoa. Everybody's stunned. Man, that was a shot. Whew. I mean, realistically, I mean, he might have been on paper the better stand-up fighter, but the MMA fighter just had more tools in the bag, one for more opportunity, and he created it, and of hitting with that spinning back fist. I mean, looking at the Superman punch, the teep kicks, how to make him worry about the legs. He might even worry about the takedown as well. And use that to create the opportunity. Very nice work. And there was a curd. F5. Uh-oh. That's not me. It's not the channel. Here we go. Oh, we're getting it. Yes. Crazy karate KO. BJJ versus karate. Ooh, crazy KO. Oh. Oh, just mean the BJJ guy gets knocked out. Alright, blue belt versus somebody who's been doing Taekwondo since he was 2. What does Chechen mean? I think they mean Chechenian, right? Maybe? I mean, he's got a blue belt, but he's stepping in there. Do the subtitles come in English? I think they made the subtitles. Let's check it out. Let's put on the CC. Auto English generated. So yeah, so it's going to be YouTube's version of whatever they're saying. Let's watch. Good idea, I'm bad. English. Christ, I don't feel good. They got a little music in the background. Ooh, dives in with the flying knee. Goes complete complete Jorge Masvidal right off the bat. Ends up catching the thigh to the face. Yep, almost got Ben Askren. Almost. Oh, is he still out? Is he up? Oh, man. The BJJ blue belt needs to connect his hands for this takedown. See, that's one of the things I want to talk about. Like, takedowns for Brazilian Jiu-jitsu and MMA are different than wrestling, right? Because in wrestling, they're not allowed to connect their hands. Takedowns, exactly. This is definitely a bit suspect. It's not the greatest. Like he said, he was a BJJ blue belt. Probably doesn't train it enough, but I really think when we teach takedowns for like MMA or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, we got to teach ones that connect hands, like the body lock underneath, even just a classic body lock, especially for like a everyday getting in a fight scenario. I think because his hands are open, this guy's going to have ample way to just push himself out. He's probably going to kick his leg free. Ooh, gets the valley drop though. Look, yeah, at the end his hands are around him. Like that's where I want his hands the whole time, right? Body lock range. Alright, so into the reverse wrestler pass potentially. Is he in half guard? Comes back in the half guard here. Is that a mouthpiece? What is that? I'm starting to disbelieve in standing wrist locks. Oh, Paul, if you'd told me there were standing wrist locks, I would tell you, do not believe in standing wrist locks. That requires a static human being. But yes, 100%, just punch him in the face. Oh, it's like something from the floor he rips up. Okay, not a mouthpiece. I saw one on Reddit with a gi. Oh, yes. That one's hysterical. He wraps up the gi and spins underneath. That is a great standing wrist lock. But you need a gi. You need a gi. Why do they stand them up? That stand-up's a little suspect, in my opinion. Should not have been there. I mean, you got to give the grappler some time. Or unless you're calling Sambo rules, right? Combat Sambo rules. Yeah, no. The idea of a standing wrist lock, oof, very, very difficult to get to. Looking for those knees again. Oof. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man, he might have sucked the life out of him on that shot. Oh. I mean, just gets completely nailed with the stepping side kick. Just right underneath. Boom. Oh, man. At least he was going backwards. Because if he was planted on that, that would have been terrible. Yeah, no, it's not bad at all. Even gets the foot behind, steps in, creates the distance, heels pointed towards him. Extension. I mean, if our boy in blue wasn't stepping back at that moment, he might have vomited right there on that spot. But because at least some of his momentum is going backwards, he doesn't need it full force. Whew. I don't think you can play by his hands. I mean, yeah, his hands are kind of a classic, like, Taekwondo, open them up, throw them all, but yeah. But not bad. Ooh, man. Hitting him with kick after kick. This is just like a clinic. Even this chamber is nice. Look how he's going to turn. I don't like his head is so low. I like it a little more up here. But here, he looks with his eyes first, picks his knee up, extends, hits the spinning side kick. Once again, blue lucky he's kind of stepping back out of this. Yeah, I don't like the head being so low in that, but other than that, not too shabby. Can you control someone standing up? Yeah, like clinch wrestling? Yeah, wrestling. That's the idea. Can I pin them in a way that's going to control them indefinitely? Not a chance in hell. You need the floor to help you. It's the reason control really comes on the ground. If you both stand up, you see, and that's kind of why you see wrestlers who are phenomenal at controlling the ground. What do they get really good at? They get really good at the overhand right or overhand left, depending on which side they stand. Because their level change controls a moment of makes them kind of snap and boom, overhand right. Yeah. I believe I can use some techniques because you can. Of course you can. Of course you can. But I can use it for movie. Oh, well, movie fight's a whole different story. You can use everything, right? I will say though, standing wrist locks never going to work in real life. Well, I never say never. There's always some opportunity. Oop. Foreign. Getting sick. Corona. Allergies right now. It's just I don't know what happens. Maybe I need to dust my area. I can still taste. We're good. I mean, you can see our BJJ guy there having trouble standing up, even that stepping side kick and that back kick to the ribs. I want to root for the BJJ guy, but it doesn't look good for him. Definitely crappy that time. Press it as the evil BJJ antagonist. I can't root for him right now. He's definitely not winning this fight. Maybe I can now. Because here he's getting way too cocky. Alright? I don't know what this dude's thinking here. He's looking for the cartwheel knockout. Like, come on. Take the fight to the ground. Yeah, exactly. He has no chance of taking it to the ground. He doesn't have the wrestling skill. Oh, there we go. Oh, he got to his same single leg he started with. I mean, that might have been the best choice he had. Looking for the heel hook. Oh. Nothing even bad. He shot the speed of my elderly father with bad. Alright. I mean, it was the slowest shot on the planet, but he got the single. He got him down. He went for the heel hook. And then time happened. We played headshot. Gladly. So let's see. Let's see how many frames it is here, right? So here he starts going 1, 2. He's walking straight at it. He's kind of walking away. He puts his hands on his shoulders. He still manages to somehow pick up the leg. Now his head comes to the inside to get a little bit deeper. It's instant replay. Okay, but and he slowly walked into it. Because it's not really a shot at all. I'm going to reach down for your leg with my head up in the air and hope you don't punch me in the face. That's what happens. Like, realistically, the only reason this works is because the other guy was so afraid of the shot, he just kind of put his hands there. If he would have just started swinging, probably would have knocked him out. And, I mean, and our guy makes the for a guillotine. Would have been better just framing him off. But our BJJ guy sits into guard, switches the legs for the leg lock here. And both of them look like, what? Oh, man, the time got him. He's definitely upset, right? He's like, I worked the entire fight for that entire moment. At the same time, though, I really don't feel they should have stood them up in the beginning of that first round. right? There's a moment where he was passing half guard. He started to posture up a little bit, and they stood them both up. You gotta let the BJJ guy work, man. If you're gonna have grapplers in your fighting, you gotta let them work. That's definitely questioning his cardio right now. Do you have it? Can you keep going? So the subtitle's not working that great. They got that down. Keep your hands up. That's what I should have told him in the corner, right? Keep your hands up, elbows tight. Keep walking them down. Maybe learn to pump a jab. That's not 10 customers. How many do you expect to know how to fight? One, me. I mean, realistically, I'm gonna know who knows how to fight. We're gonna be friends. And I can size people up pretty quickly. I've definitely been like, that dude could fight, that dude could fight. Cauliflower ear is a wonderful tell these days. Ooh, there we go. I like the way he's keeping his hands tight, though. A little too tight, right? Ooh, almost looking for another spinning back fist. Ooh, kick to the dome. It's over. It's over. You can't just yell stop. You gotta put your hands on the dude. Is anyone experiencing lag? I might be lagging a little bit for the first time. I'm also streaming to YouTube as well. But oddly enough, it's saying that there's nothing going on my part. Really strange. Is the lag with your typing? Oh, so there's a sound lag and a video lag. I'll turn off a few things. Let's see. The lag. Close window. Let's see. Oh, that thing just updated. Hold on, maybe that was it. You know, let's drop out of this. We'll bring up Chrome again. So is the lag with me or is it just with the video? That's a question. Ooh. Alright, so we just did BJJ versus karate, so we're up to K1 versus Street Fighter. This sounds brutal. I think it's on Twitch's end, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it seems okay. Okay, cool. So maybe it was just using that browser. I think it's okay now. All right, cool. All right, sweet. All right, so apparently I can't use it. Apparently that browser takes up too much resources. I like it when I'm gaming. It was buffering. Oh, it kept buffering. Oh. Gotcha. Street Fighter vs. Dennis the Wolf. Apparently he's taking some BJJ. Alright. Let's try the closed captions here. Let's see. Ooh, can we switch them to? I mean, they're in German. Is there any chance we could switch them to English? Professor, how would you size someone up? Measure their junk. You can tell if somebody has worked out, right? You look at like neck size to head size. If they got a really thin neck but a big head, there's like higher body fat percentage. Thicker neck means lower body fat percentage. Too thick of a neck means, this is just except for exactly. There's always exceptions to that rule, right? But that dude's got like some crazy shoulders. He's like back muscles. Is he slouched? Is he sitting up proper? Ooh, nice leg kick. Ooh, he looked down when he threw that shot, though. Not a good sign. Looks down when the jab comes in, or looks down afterwards? Looks down afterwards. Okay, not bad, not bad. Back there with that neck, that thick neck. Always be afraid. I also say you never know who's sitting in front of you. Right? There's a story that Henzo has where like he was on a train, somebody said something, and he just kind of like closes the guy's newspaper on him. And it's like, my man, you have no idea who I am. And at the time, they didn't know who he was, but it's just, I mean, you don't know exactly who's standing in front of you. Ooh, that leg kick. Oh, yeah, that smack. I'll bet through the tip, though, right? If this would have been with the shin, this would have been so much worse. This is more stinging than actual real hurt. Right? Like, Gagey hit him with the shin. And the next person wants to hurt me. I gotta loosen myself up. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong, again, there's nothing wrong with wanting to, like, a little bit of fear, right? Of the person next to you, you want to make sure you're safe. But don't let that fear control you, right? All right, here we got a boy in the red gloves starting to loosen up. Oop. Oh, looking for the double. Gets the sprawl. Looking for the snap down. Oh, he wants some knees. Ooh. Good luck. Good thing he got his arm in there. It's okay to lose to opponent, but not lose to fear. I like that. I like that statement. I'm a fan of that. I agree with that. Don't let the fear control you. It's fine to keep you alert, though, right? Person who fears nothing is dumb. Should always have a little bit in there, right? Okay, let me be alert. Oh. Oof. Our boy in the blue, though, that little pitter-patter. That street fight style is coming out now. Nice stiff jab. I don't like the jab better than that uppercut. Ooh, look at that leg kick right there. Now this is shin. Right there, shin. And his foot gets stuck behind there as well. Just, bam, twist the leg out. You see it hurts. Now he's keeping the leg up. Like, fanatically. I like moving. The dark humor, but... Yeah, that leg is toast. Dude, you're not getting paid, man. He hit your leg hard. Just step out. It's cool. That's usually the right flag for me to move on. Yeah, I don't like the fact they won't spar. I mean, you got headgear, you got gloves. Take it light. Oh, of course. Yes. Switch stances, man. Switch stances. Like, obviously, he's giving up some weight, right? Oof, big swing, big arm, wild swings. I mean, ideally, if Red could find a moment down the center, he could catch him, right? Our boy in red gloves here, just so wild, just swinging. And if he could just find that straight down the pipe, boom, get underneath, get him down. Definitely on bad. You know what? That's like, you couldn't have said it any better. I mean, the reality is just, you want to treat your sparring partners like that. We're right there, partners, right there. You're supposed to help each other get better. I mean, that's, unless you got Tyson money, right? Unless you could just keep paying for new guys to come in. As long as DC goes to AKA my city, he's going to be encouraging. He's just an encouraging and inspiring. Everybody there is just an inspiring person, right? They got a great family going there at AKA. So he actually opened up with a leg kick of his own. I don't think that little slapping one was it, but there's some shin ones. That's that wild swinging. Sloppy jabs. I like the knees there. I think that was his best technique, but that shin kick to the quad. Oof. Ooh. Damn. You spar like contact. A little hard on the body and legs. It's true. I've been there. I've done that. Like, I'll instead, because it would just tap in the head, like I'll jab him in the shoulder real hard. Really, because sometimes you have to keep someone away, and you have to learn how to do it. So sometimes just like a good stiff jab to like right underneath right into the chest or the shoulder area can kind of let you feel what that's going to feel like. I mean, ideally, Red's just got to go for that leg kick. Again, though, Red just like comes in and just like his punches are like almost like pummeling. Oof. Now you can see he's over checking, right? So he could definitely like fake that kick, come right over the top. Oof. It's over. Just call it. Yeah. Good fight, though. But yeah, definitely. That dude's leg is tore up. That's not a cut. Come on. Show him with the leg kick. Show him the crumple. Oh, that was it right there. Look. Shin on the inside. Even though he picks up his leg, look how it's shin right to the back. It goes with it. You can see it immediately hurt. And then they're going to show the last leg kick. Oh, right there. Even with him going up, though, it's just can't even put pressure on it anymore. Over. Get some cable up fighting inside. As long as your head movement's good, yeah. I mean, that's why Tyson was so phenomenal on the inside. I mean, he was one of the shortest heavyweights to be like champion for as long as he was to be champion. His head movement was incredible. I assume that's what he meant by when he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, said the first day of sparring went so terrible. I'm assuming he just didn't have the rhythm, the connections, the movement. So we have Ibrahim Yusupov works at Dagestan Airlines. There's a tiger. Oh, wait. Ringing. What does ringing mean? Anybody got an idea? As a tiger from he's practicing Elder Mamadov. 25, 28. He's a little bit taller, 183 centimeters. Weighing in about the same. I can kind of think they're lying about that. Wrestling? Okay, thanks. Much appreciated. And if I speed with a great power slugger. Yeah, because to the way he torqued his trunk and moves his core. Incredible. Alright, nice broad shoulders. He's staying a little wide here. Worried about that takedown. Alright, nice. Ooh, a little faking that shot already. Getting to respect his movement. Both guys in shape too. Ooh, well, there we go. What was that about? Like, you're way too far to do anything. Like, this moment here is like, huh? I guess maybe you're trying to lower him in for something. Come up with a left hook. Looks like he might be starting to feel himself. No, still measuring it out. Neither guy really found their distance. Oof, there we go. All those like great value Walmart cosmet. Possible. But he's not the wrestler. The dude in red is.
It's the first time ever you only sneezed once.
I sneezed like a bunch of times inside. I was like, till I get to the mute button. Thank you. Ooh, nice teep to the face. Look at that again. Bam, right there. Good thing he was on the side though, right? Rolled with it nicely. Kind of accepts it. Doesn't have that true flush shot. Yo, NY. Oh, yo, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? Yo, what's up, brother? What you doing, man? Watching some German street fights. Backyard MMA. Apparently, according to Nafta, this is very illegal. Ooh. I mean, he's a wrestler, but he's got quick hands. We talk about how all wrestlers need an overhand right and a good jab. Eventually, they could teach a leg kick, but ooh, nice where he cuts the corner on that. Comes behind for the belly. Ooh, little knees to the quads. Big swoop. Oh. Let's look at this suplex again. It is beautiful. Big hips. He's gonna get a perfect angle on this. Man, this is like illegal in IBJJF, man. Like, this is brutal. Up and over. Crash. And then he goes to let go to kick him. Man. Are there any rules? So far, it seems to be kind of basic MMA rules. They're doing, I think, 3 5-minute rounds. Or 3-minute rounds. Can't really tell. No, it's it might be 3-minute rounds, yeah. 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 3-minute rounds. I mean, no eye gouging, no fish hooking. More normal stuff. Yeah, that dude was crazy. Like, his wrestling is sick. I think they're wearing cups. They've stopped it at, like, they let this one go a little longer. Like, we've seen street beefs in East Coast and West Coast, and they'll stop at any sign of blood. Strelka, the Russian version, They kind of let it go a little longer too, but these guys, they let their fight, they let them go a lot longer than the other ones. I think I show this big suplex. Hips. Oh man. I mean, it's a good thing he got to his side though, right? And didn't get crashed on his head. I mean, this next round, I mean, he was feeling himself at the end of it.
Ready?
See it again. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, so now he's getting a little more active. Alright, alright. Now he knows he got to keep him off him a little bit. Some jabs, some short leg kicks. That'll help. Ooh, looking to do some damage. What? What's up? Do you know somebody? Is that what's going on? Did he lose his top? Oh yeah, he had a red shirt. He had a red shirt on. Yeah, he did take it off. Ooh, we talk about the wrestler overhand right. Right there, man. Every wrestler has to have it. Why? Because it looks like the shot, right? Look, you drop the left for the leg. Oh, then comes right over the top. Gets the hands down. Big shot. Woo. I was a little confused. When they came together, I was like, okay, he definitely took her shirt off. But yeah, I was right there with you now. There was a moment of, huh? I mean, this is ideally what the pandemic has done. It has created these, like, people want to fight. They want to test themselves, right? So you're getting these backyard MMA fights everywhere. So a little just seems to be Northern German amateurs that are doing some MMA during lockdown. I agree, man. I mean, that's what we're saying. I mean, that's what, ideally humanity is tribalistic at its core, right? And that's what we have happening here, right? We have tribes kind of getting together to, like, live through things. What do you think is just to use coolness factor for street fights? Pretty much. I could agree with that. Sugar one, sugar breast. Okay. Oh, okay, you're talking about your other thing. Ejection. Tony Ferguson. Ah, yes. Like, I think Blue has the more wide range striking game. Like, he just has to worry about Red's jab and overhand right. This seems to be unsanctioned. Conflict is always a crime in Germany. Okay. No mutual combat here. Oh, really? In New York, it's kind of weird. Like, there's a certain level of, like, we have buyer beware, where, like, if you step into this, you sign a waiver, you're good to go. Nope. Ooh, nice body. Big knee there. He's got to watch out for that suplex. He knows it's real. So wait. Oh, so all MMA has to be sanctioned in Germany. Is that what you're saying too? Because it just recently, like, I think in France, it just became legal to actually have an MMA event. Oh, wow. Okay. I think Bellator was the first major organization to actually throw an event there. I think it threw like 2 or 3. Which is weird because, like, French martial arts were so close. Like Savate kickboxing. Like, there was like an element there. It's kind of a tragedy that those styles are only going to now be brought in because now they can be developed. We're definitely going to see the French wave coming soon, right? That overhand right, man. All wrestlers, got to watch out for it.
And Red doing a good job whenever he's throwing shots. He's just keeping his hand here. He's just worried about that knockout shot, right? It looked like he's just worried about that left kick or something. Or left hook. I'm assuming he's been hit with it before, right? Alright, let's get to our third round. Everybody does everything to try and get those lungs more open. I mean, if you guys haven't yet, hit him up. Defend Fight Club on YouTube. Subscribe. Give these guys some love. I mean, and also after they are in like the middle of nowhere. They're definitely making sure nobody's raiding this. There we go. Now Red keeping him away, right? So now Red using those kicks, stopping Blue from any sort of entry with his hands. And we can see now at this point here, Red's hands are a little bit looser. I mean, Blue's hands looser. Yeah. Red needs to close that. Red needs to like pump the jab, get in a takedown. The moment they said fight. Bah. Yeah, I think they're actually. I'm pretty sure I know what they're like. I think they're RDXs. I think they might be like a thick 4 ounce. They carry like a lot of padding on top. I've seen them before. They're nice. I think they're like a good amateur MMA glove too. And they force your hand to be curved, so it's actually harder to poke them in the eye. Like, they're what the UFC gloves should be these days, but obviously we're never getting better gloves. I don't feel overconfident, but I think we just most people have seen so far. Well, that's the reality, right? You want to create a grappling situation for yourself, right? Kind of grab them, clinch them, bring them to the ground. I'm not denying you could do that. A lot of these guys' grappling game seems to be less than average at best. Except for, like, Red here has a phenomenal wrestling game, but he's not using it. Finger ground, you're funny. I can't wrestle at all. I was just to grab him, and I was actually imagining you just sitting to guard, kind of. Like, again, dude's a great wrestler, just has to keep using it. Just one more time for that. Single leg, switches to double leg. Look, now he's going to be bent, right? So he's going to pop his hips forward. There you go. That's how he starts building the base. Comes up, boom, pushes hips through, has him over. I mean, when you're running him into your corner by a cage, it's a different story. When you're running him into the middle of the grass field, I don't think it has the same effect. But a nice throwdown anyway. Oh wow, second lockdown for Germany. Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you for the bless you. Definitely, man, definitely. Big John. Ooh, rolls in for the knee bar. To the heel hook. No, back to the knee bar. Oh, lost the leg completely. Just weight training for me at the moment. Yeah. Man, that's rough. We're kind of looking at, like, I don't know. We're in like America, we're calling it like a third wave potentially. New York's kind of like in this weird state because we've been the one state that's been like really trying to like really kind of lock down more than everybody else. And then there's a lot of people who think it's going to be over as soon as the election's over. And honestly, having this interaction with you guys have showed me that that is the farthest thing from the truth possible. Germany going through a second lockdown. I know Italy's going through another lockdown. It's just crazy. But that's why we have things like this, right? We have these amateur MMA events coming through. Was that the third round or first round? Now it's the But so we have that. At the same time, I think grappling has changed for the better on some level. UK starting another one, 5'11". Really? Man. Like I said, like the world is going back into lockdowns due to the weather change. So, wait 11.5 for Americans, right? Yes. I knew what you meant though, Nafta. So yeah, for November 5th for Americans and 5'11" for everybody else in the world. Fortunately, working on computers, everything was metric system. It always twisted backwards for me. But yeah, it's creating these weird things that we see, things like this coming through. I think the grappling scene has been very interesting. The world with that IBJJF has been, in my opinion, fantastic. I don't think we're going to see big names in those organizations anymore. I think they're going to be the ones saving money. Like, they're going to be fighting for money now. German grapplers don't like to cross out MMA. Really? That's interesting. I for the ones you guys carrying your shoulders. Once he's carrying you on his shoulders, Big John, it's very late. At that moment, you just got to mitigate damage, right? You see how he kind of stays curved? That might be the best option he took right there. Stayed curved, allowed the body to hit the ground, rolled with it as much as possible. The worst thing you could be there is like flat. Maybe you could hit like a little bit of a break fall on the way down. But, yeah, it's pretty late in the game right there. For some reason that examples me. They're very good grapplers here, but they stay in their sport. They really don't do proper German. I mean, it's interesting. Is there, like in America, for a strict grappler, there's really no way for them to make money, right? So, for the most part, most grapplers, in order to actually start earning a living besides teaching, they have to kind of go into MMA. There's a little bit of a shift in that now. Like, we have some people like Gordon Ryan, and I feel is making good money in these realms, but it's not that common. But I think we're going to start seeing that more, like with the fight to wins and these money matches coming around. I think there's a change in the air for that. Sorry, buddy. I can't understand you. Would love to hear you, though. Actually, guys, before I sneeze again, I'll be right back. Let me just go blow my nose quickly. I'll let the intro run.
Mein Name ist David Grass und ich bin 18 Jahre alt. Mein Debüt bei Defend verlief sehr erfolgreich. Ich habe meinen Gegner, der ein sehr starker Boxer ist, recht früh in der ersten Runde mit einer Backfist ausnocken können. Der Gegner heute ist nochmal ein anderes Kaliber. Nicht nur, weil er als Ringer eine ganz andere Base hat, sondern weil er ringerisch auch mit zu den Besten in seiner Gewichtsklasse in Norddeutschland gehört. Ich werde versuchen, ihn durch lange Kicks und Schlägen aus dem Konzept zu bringen. Und notfalls habe ich auch einen Plan B, wenn es zu Boden geht. Ich bin bereit für 3 harte Runden.
Mein Name ist Umar Timayev, ich bin 19 Jahre alt und lebe in Deutschland seit 3 Jahren. Ich trainiere das Ringen schon seit 10 Jahren und da ich ein Ringer bin, werde ich versuchen, meinen Gegner auf Boden zu bringen und ihn am Boden zu bearbeiten. Ich weiß, dass mein Gegner ein guter Grappler ist und wir werden sehen, was im Kampf passiert.
Beide kennen die Regeln, mal durchgegangen, keine Tiefschläge, keine Harzen, keine Aufstiege. Fragen, stopp.
Ready? Yep. Ready? Fight!
Alright, I made it. Umar versus David. Oh, he's the one who got the spinning back fist before on the boxer. There's no way. So is there a time Vince and Neil from Molly Crew next Rose and Guns N' Roses are gonna fight? I have no idea. Actually, you know who'd know? Is like legit, the person who know the answer to that question is NYCBJJ. If anybody was gonna know about two famous music dudes that were gonna fight, it'd be him. So if he doesn't know, nobody's gonna know. I don't know, Joe. Can you see the Twitch questions? Because like Paul is like, Professor, is there a time that Vince Neil from Motley Crue and Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses were gonna fight? That's his question. You're the only one who would know that answer. There's something else central. You go to UK, Poland. Oh, so you got to leave there. Yeah, okay, that's kind of crazy. Full-time professionals we have here, those in UFC, like 6 people. Oh, they're fighting you all the time, anywhere. Man, oh man, I hope so. That would be crazy, right? Like Axel, shut the fuck up. Vince, shut the fuck up. I mean, you're talking about people that are equally matched out here. Oh, that's all. I want to get back here for a moment. Hold on. So he gets the single leg, comes around the body, comes into a judo, hooks the leg. I mean, nice grappling there by Red. I mean, not bad stuff. I mean, had to avoid the triangle, but it was good work. Hey, that round. There you go. Nice stands with your fans. Ooh, big pickup, drops him. I mean, obviously setting up a triangle on him, he's going to have to control the head. Ooh, I don't like the way he moves his head around there. Oh, yeah, it's true. A lot of people coming out of Poland, that's for sure, yeah. In Russia, obviously. But, yeah. Oh, even the Swedish countries, right? For a place for Germans to go. Even Kamzat left, he went to, I forgot the name of the team. Yeah. Then you have Gunnar Nelson's team up there as well. I mean, a lot of good groups coming out of Sweden, Norway. Not Sweden. Oh yeah, is Sweden too? Norway. Yeah, maybe. Ooh, nice kick on the ground there. I mean, he has an interesting fight for like Molnir. Yeah, that's yeah, Gunnar Nelson's team. Definitely the one I was thinking of. I mean, not bad control from Umalt, right? Good ground and pound. Not able to really pass David's guard here. I would like to see David use some knees more. Oh, there we go. Got to stand up. I would have liked seeing David's knees pinch more. Maybe open up. Maybe let him come down a bit. There's a short shaft. Short shaft. Feel bad. Remember the German woman you watched recently? Yes, I remember her, yeah. She was fighting on the Bellator card. I remember that. She's at SBG Dublin. Oh, okay. So she went over there. Okay. I mean, obviously they're producing great people, so makes sense. I think Spartan at SBG Gym now. Spartan. Which one was Spartan? There you go. That's what I wanted to see before, right? Knees in the shoulders, putting pressure. Coach Kushak. Oh, okay. Walt? I think I know what you're talking about. I mean, a lot of good knowledge coming out of that camp. I mean, that dude's timing is insane. And then to get like literally the perfect dude about precision and Conor McGregor for him. Nice takedown. Unfortunately, right here, big miss by David. Should have had this triangle here. Has the underhook. Could have pulled the shoulder down, locked up his feet here. Right? But remember, and that's the biggest problem I see with the triangle. Heavyweight who got destroyed by Volkov last fight. Oh, okay. When your only weapon is a triangle, you can't get it. I mean, reality is he should have been pulling the head down. He should have locked up his feet. He could have locked up his feet and pulled, but he never actually closes the triangle range, and that's really the problem here, right? So basically, he's trying to put the triangle on without control first, right? So that's what happened. That's what happened here. See now it's a little late. Like, okay, well, actually, it's not really that late right there. He could have here. 1, 2. He gets up, locks it up. The miss here is the grab under the ankle. The moment you're going for a triangle and somebody goes standing up, you gotta hook the ankle. Gotta pull them down. Your goal is to now drop their head to the floor and over you. But instead, he holds on and gets picked up. Almost gets rampaged. I mean, good job there by Umar looking for the leg drag for the pass. Now he defends the triangle from locking up completely. Good work there. Oof. Eats a kick to the face there for a moment. Overcrowds himself. Puts himself back in the wrestler range. In that triangle range again. Doesn't close it up. Doesn't grab the leg. Yo, best man, what's up, man? Position. Exactly, man. Position before submission. But now we're not talking like perfect position. We're not talking like side control or anything. We're talking about like the triangle trap position. The closing the legs. The pulling the head down. There's these little minute positions that are just as if not more important than the whole grand of like, side control, right? Yeah, exactly though, man. It's just it can just be refined, right? And that's what people are starting to realize. Like, position for submission doesn't necessarily mean mount or side control of the back. It could be a particular ashigarami, inside, outside, closed wedge, open wedge, right? The way you set up the leg, the way you set up everything, and then you go for that submission. I'm in another weight class these days. You gained a little from the COVID, or have you dropped down with the weights? I'm hoping you drop down, bro. Hoping. I'm at 189. Ooh, congrats, bro. Congrats, man. Awesome. Ooh. I mean, he's a long dude, man. He's using that length well. Ooh, overcrowds himself. Ooh, just when I say that, overcrowds himself. Gets the inside-outside trip on. Good work by Umalt here. Alright, so, let's see. If I was here red, the first thing I would have done is grab the wrist, right? Because the knee's right there in the shoulder. Grab that wrist. Hold on to it. Control the hand controlling your foot. If it's that close, right? My cardio is worse, though. So, actually, I had a friend of mine. He was a bigger guy, right? We would train. He could go forever. And eventually, he was at like 225, 230. He got down to like 185. He's like, I can't train as much as I used to. Like, his cardio was crap. I'm like, well, the reality is, because when you were a bigger, thicker dude, no matter how tired you were, your body had fat to eat off of. So no matter how tired or exhausted you were, your body's like, oh no, we have these reserves. We can keep eating it. We can keep eating it. Now that those reserves are kind of depleted, you're working on real cardio. It's hard. Yeah, no. It's kind of insane, man, right? So around 25 bypass, so that's not bad. I mean, that's kind of, it's just a solid percentage. I mean, it's not like as low. I mean, the lowest, but it's not bad. And again, man, congrats, bro. Oof, again, overcrowds himself. If you're going to be the striker, you can't do this. Like, he runs in too far. You got to find that distance. And by the second round, you should have found it. Like, right here, 1. Stop. That's where you plant your foot. Boom. Right there, you should throw your right. You shouldn't be running into that right. Oof. And this is like textbook. He runs into it. Keeps a nice high underhook on the left. Controls the elbow with the right. He's going to step in front of him. Bam. And just hip heist. Boom. Drops him on the bottom again. Looking to pass already. Nice work. Inside control. If I was him, I would take the mount. I mean, just for the exhaustion. Ooh. Sorry about that. Let's talk about the mount take here. What happens here? He ends up getting caught. Ideally, what he wants to do is grab both knees. If I was him, I would use my top... my pronunciation draw. Interact. Regains half guard. Yeah, and I mean, this is kind of like a common mistake when people take mount because it's kind of like they rush it, right? So, yeah, I mean, half guard bottoms. But half guard bottom is still better than side control, right? So I would like to see this hand here actually grab the knee and push this down, while this knee here actually slides against the hip before he steps over with this leg. All right, that would definitely be my ideal moment there. Again, it's just, you just really don't want to step over and get caught into that half guard. It's like everything you work for, it just gets reset and you got to do it all over again. All right, excuse my foot. All right, squeeze. Oh, yeah, like, so yeah, you would bring your knee against him here, right? And then you would actually grab your foot and like kind of thread the needle with it. Yeah, that's definitely has to do with flexibility. But it still follows a lot of the same premises, right? So what you're worried about is just like on the opposite side here. You're making sure your knee comes against the hip and you avoid them catching you in any other way. You just have a flexible option that most other people don't have, which is cool. All right, but yeah, nice work. See there, he just steps over, didn't connect to the hip, able to come right in. He's in his side choke range. There's no telephone from the guy in the bottom. I think this is a done deal. He's a little high on the side choke, though. Why? So first off, I have no idea where they stopped this. They definitely should have. All right, so let's see some side choke areas here. So one thing I don't like here, we can see right. You see how his head is above his head, right? And the reason, and so what's happening is, instead of driving the choke into the neck, right, like kind of driving it down, he's actually driving his arm up. So he's actually trying to choke and like pick up his chin at the same time, and it doesn't really work. So one thing I like to teach people, especially when they're starting to side choke, get this grip here, and then try to get your ear on the inside against their shoulder. All right, so look how high his ear is. So if you could have got his ear here, look at the difference here, and that would have actually dragged his shoulder down this far. And now his shoulder would actually be pressing into the neck instead of actually into his arm and then into his face. So side chokes. Most common mistake I see is this. I mean, there's a lot of ways to set that up, but most people just get way too high on that. Will be spectating me fighting a bodybuilder. Will I be spectating you fighting a bodybuilder? If you put it on like where you can all watch, yeah, I'm down. If I'm losing, that's when I need my Yoda. I hope you don't lose, man. Yeah. AKA you. I'll try to be there, man. I'll try. What sanctioning Street Beef's body will it be under? Again, doing a good job putting the knee there. But now he said slide the hand to the elbow, maybe capture the wrist. Backyard association. Exactly. What backyard association we got? Woo! I mean, I feel like David's starting to win with cardio. Umalt, with all this muscle, is having some trouble. Big fan of the dude that there is on a date with his girlfriend. What's your obsession with fighting somebody on a date? Go to a food joint, pick a fight. Okay, let's go. Nice takedowns. Unfortunate miss on the side choke. But that might be the... I mean, he's tired. Definitely needs that oxygen tank. I agree. I'm going to be the biggest asshole on the internet. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people that are beating you to that punch. They're playing that game already. Sweat stain looks marvelous. I was thinking it too. I just didn't want to say it, but yeah, that sweat stain down the crack. It's genius. Oh. You can definitely tell Reebok makes sure that doesn't happen to their gear. See, if he wants that leg lock, he just he needs to like push the shoulder, get the angle away. Remember, if you're doing a leg lock, the closer your heads are together, the better it is for them. So you got to make sure you don't let their head come close to yours. Both guys tired, man. Final round. Again, not bad. He's got the cold press on the eye, right? Stopping the swelling. Can't deny they're taking care of their guys. Look up Noah. Why is his name Noah? It's gonna be a fight over that title. Ash of the other end. Whole scenario played out. Full detail. He does it. Like, the level he's thought about this is just like he has probably pictures. He knows the vision of the guy he wants to deal with. Like, who's not pretend you're the wrong person? I'm gonna pretend. Oh, wrong person. Shorty. I'm gonna be worse than Charlie Zelenoff. I did go down a Charlie Zelenoff YouTube hole once. It was crazy. That dude is like, he is so deluded, it's insane. Ooh. Man, that spinning back kick was beautiful. All right, that's on the target, Big John. This is just so sweet right here. Look, he covers up. He gets right underneath, digs the heel in, picks him up a little bit. Ooh, good jab. Yep. Nice job jabbing his way out of that, right? Didn't just cover up, just like opened up the arm. Goes through that knee. He's definitely going to get taken down here. I mean, I think with these guys judging, David needs to get a finish. He's been taken down. He's been controlled a lot. I think Umalt has this on the decision. Again, control the wrist, David. David, look, there we go. Control the wrist. Oh. No, but the other hook was still like in a butterfly. Or is he going to rash guard around this here? They think it cools him down. Like, realistically, it actually can help cool you more, the rash guard. Like, I need this off. I mean, I don't know the temperature. How was the temperature outside, like, 4 months ago in northern Germany? I have a feeling Dave is used to grabbing geese. I agree. No, don't come up. No, grab his ankle. No, hook his ankle, David. Oh. Oh, no. Hook his ankle. David, hook his ankle. Oh, he's out. Okay. 9 degrees on his face. David catching the triangle. Let's look at it again. So here we got Umalt stacking strong. David's leg over, comes out, immediately connects the triangle here. Again, though, David should have hooked the right leg. Kick Tony's belt off the stage. Yes, I do. Call him stupid. Here we go, looking for the slam his way out. I mean, and it looks like he almost slammed his way out, but kind of like Quentin did. It looks like there's almost a headbutt here. Yeah, he just avoids the headbutt, gets a little knee to his own face. Pulling on. Umalt's not going gently into that night. Pulls, squeezes. And actually, Umalt falling to the side actually helped David squeeze his knees even tighter. If you don't go over the headbutt, are you even trying to get out? I mean, that's kind of true, right? If you're going to go for the Quentin Rampage Carter Arona, Yo, people don't realize that when they hit the ground, it's Hakata Roda's head bounced off the canvas, right into Quentin's head, and then their heads hit the ground. Unconscious. My imagination is unreal. It is, Paul. I love it. I love it, man. Don't ever let that go. Like, you need to write those stories down somewhere. Oof. I mean, here, David just comes alive. Hits the spinning back kick, fails on the knee. And Walton is realm with the takedowns. If you don't go for the oil check. Gets the one leg over, gets out. He's going to hip escape, get the other leg over. Clears, locks it up, and then just tries to get slammed out. But look how it's so high on the shoulders. And when he slams, look, he even goes deeper into that triangle. Let's see if they... Boom. Look, oh, now the shoulders disappeared. Super tight. Like, you can't see it at all. Like, look how there's no space here at this moment. And oddly enough, him pulling the arm is actually making it tighter on himself. Big pull. There we go. Gets the finish. Umacha's going for a last ditch. Let me try and punch myself out of here. Pulling the head. Squeezing the knees. And the refs are faster than the UFC refs. And they get him before he goes out. They get him after he went out. Yeah, that was a good one. Bam. Let's hit up Big John's right here in the quickly. What you got, boss? I mean, we're gonna end it at the antiquing because that's my favorite part personally. Here we go. Thanks, Big John. That was a great fun. That was funny. Too good. All right, let's go to the next German street fight. Backyard. I'll be right back again. Gotta blow my nose.
Mein Name ist Roman Sagaini und ich bin 20 Jahre alt. Ich komme aus Hamburg und meine Wurzeln liegen in Kasachstan. Die letzten Jahre habe ich verschiedene Kampfsportarten ausprobiert. Seit kurzem trainiere ich intensiver K1 oder auch Muay Thai. Über meinen Gegner weiß ich, dass er 20 Kilogramm weniger wiegen soll, es aber mit langjähriger Erfahrung ausgleicht. Er soll ein guter Allrounder sein mit sehr starken Boxen und starken Ringen. Einen spezifischen Gameplan habe ich nicht. Da es mein erster Kampf sein wird, versuche ich einfach mein Bestes zu geben und einen guten Eindruck zu hinterlassen.
Mein Name ist Aslam Magomedov, ich bin 27 Jahre alt, trainiere seit einigen Jahren Ringen und Grappling, in letzter Zeit vermehrt auch Boxen. Über meinen Gegner weiß ich, dass er um die 30 Kilo mehr wiegt als ich, einen K1-Background hat und somit vermute ich, dass er durch lange Schläge und Tritte versuchen wird, mich auf Distanz zu halten. Ich muss diese natürlich so gering wie möglich halten. Ich werde versuchen, meine Schutz gut vorzubereiten, ihn runterzuholen, am Boden zu bearbeiten.
Customers in the grocery store are not paid actors. Well, probably just not, but who knows? Also be the mad dog. Alright, makes sense. You seem a little mad. I'm not gonna deny that. Alright, this will be the last one tonight. Let's watch one more fight.
Wir haben einen Kampf nach MMA-Regeln mit 8 Unzen Handschuhen. Es sind keine Knie zum Kopf eines bodenliegenden Gegners.
Oh wait, actually, hold on.
Ich bin super gespannt.
We had the rules there for a second. No knees to the head of a grounded fighter. Alright, so I guess that's like, there's, you know, no head kicks. There is a little bit of a size difference on this one, though.
Wir haben
like,
einen Kampf nach MMA-Regeln mit 8 Unzen Handschuhen. Es sind keine Knie zum Kopf.
3 rounds, MMA rules. Alright.
Ich bin super gespannt, wie der
No,
Kampf
time
verlaufen
so.
wird. Wird der Grappler seine Strategie durchsetzen, den
Time
Kampf
okay.
Boden bringen, oder wird der Striker, der MMA-Kämpfer, versuchen, den Kampf auf Abstand zu
Be
halten?
fair.
Ich bin gespannt.
I mean, if you gotta draw someone in, that's the way to go, right?
Roman versucht das natürlich auf Abstand zu halten.
I mean, the thing about Anderson Silva that people don't realize, one of the reasons he had a lot of revolutions, but he was the first guy. Like, up to that point, people like it was all about combinations, but he was like the move, boom, crack, one shot, done. I mean, nobody was really doing that before he came around.
Versucht Abstand aufzubauen, Aslan nicht ranzulassen, Spinning Back Kick.
Long dude, there's a lot of energy
Der Low-Kick
he's
Ansatz.
expending though.
Die Low Kick sollte er weglassen. Er gibt Möglichkeiten, dass Aslan zum Takedown geht. Aslan taucht hier schön.
Nice short
Er
shots.
gibt Möglichkeiten, dass Aslan
Lights
zum
it up as
Takedown
soon as he gets in 1, 2. I mean, he's hitting him on the arms and the body there, not much, but he's fast.
Schöner Kick
I have
von
to lower
Aslan.
this guy a little bit here.
Guten Treffer gelandet. Wie man hier sehen kann, hat der Grappler auf jeden Fall
There we
ein bisschen
go.
Erfahrung im Stand.
Oof.
Schöne Overhand Right.
Eats a shot to deliver the left though. Nice counter in it. Eats it to get it. Like takes a shot, bam, still delivers one back himself, bam. I mean, good work.
Gute Fäuste im Innenfight. Roman geht immer wieder rein und
Walking around rash guard says Satan unto me.
schön gemacht. Beim Jab
Sounds like a good rash guard.
den Takedown gesucht. Roman klammert
Oh,
mit seinem Bein
extending his legs in the closed guard. Let's see what he does here.
mit seinen Händen nah ran, die Schläge zu
Might be tiring himself out.
dadurch Aslan wenig Raum, zu
Fuck the
schlagen.
IBJJF.
Da sollte er weiter
I'm telling you, man, if the quarantine has done anything, it has diminished the value of IBJJF, right?
Armbar versucht.
Let's see. How's he? Oh, so he throws up like, I don't know what he's throwing up here. Has no head control, no control at all. Yeah, he releases his legs. Feet are underneath him. He's going to explode up. He's going to clear his ups. I mean, if you're going to do anything from the bottom, guys, you have to have control. Much more control than he has right here. Takedown scripted. That was an ankle pick.
Er hat versucht und Aslan hatte die Möglichkeit zu passieren, an den Beinen des Gegners vorbeizukommen.
Right, Morgan. Which takedown? In the WWE thing?
Knie auf dem Boden liegenden Gegner. Dadurch nimmt der ein wenig zieht auf. Roman geht immer wieder rein und
Oh no, this ankle pick it's actually sweet. Let's not deny that, right? Comes in here and does it off his jab, right? Gets out of the way the jab, level change, comes in super deep. I'm loving it. I love the elbow to the shoulder, has the leg straight, picks up, starts like look how he sucks the ankle underneath him. And that's the lost art of the ankle pick in my opinion. Right, we got a lot of people just kind of like drive in and pull. No, the way he, especially with the bigger person, the way he's going to sit back and draw the ankle underneath him, toes it underneath. I think that, personally, I find that the best way of doing an ankle pick. Right? I've seen, like, I've learned where you drive in and push him to the side. It works well sometimes. But when the dude's bigger, it's all about pulling it underneath you.
die Schläge zu verteidigen. Da gibt es dadurch wenig Raum, um zu schlagen. Das sollte er weiterhin machen, weil wenn er Aslan Platz gibt, wird er versuchen, ihn hart zu treffen. Jetzt hat er einen
So, very nice ankle pick. Very, very nice. Again, just a fan of drawing it underneath. Never noticed that. Awesome.
der Knee on Belly Position.
Well, yeah, it's you don't notice that, like, because I used to go for a lot of ankle picks, and then eventually, like, my training partners ended up being big people, so I kind of stopped, right? And then there's a sweep I do from sit-up guard, or some people call it koala guard, where I call it an undertow sweep, where I grab the leg and suck it underneath me. So I just started doing that with my ankle pick, and it brought it back, right? So I was like, oh, back to ankle picking people.
Jetzt setzt Aslan gute Schläge an, Ground and Pound.
Nice knee on belly here. Not bad bump. Ooh, not bad scramble. Oh, good job by Red. Keeps running, using his speed.
Passiert, ist zur Side Control gegangen. Das heißt, er befindet sich an den Beinen vorbei, an der Seite des Gegners, baut hier guten Druck von oben
I like the way he's circling. I mean, keep circling. He's got the arm trapped a little bit here.
nah dran. Er versucht den Grappler
These knees from the bottom really aren't going to work for him. I'd actually like to see a kind of like a more powerful, just explosive bridge over the shoulder he was holding. Good job to go back to knee on belly here.
wieder gutes Ground and Pound, schon wieder Knee on Belly.
Oh, yeah, but he's looking for that armbar, definitely.
Wird hier überstreckt. Schauen wir mal, was Roman macht.
Like, Howard,
Versucht hochzukommen.
let's see, why is he not finish this armbar?
Rückwärtsrolle,
Gets on top here.
an und kommt raus.
Ooh, let's talk about the lack of finish mechanic.
Zieht ihn
So he's going to do here, I'm going to refer to this as kind of like old school, right? People kind of like, this was how armbars were taught, kind of back in the day. So what's happening here is he's keeping his heel against him. He's pinching his knees, which is good, right? But what he's not doing, in my opinion, of course, is the breaking mechanic. So he's hyperextended the arm. But actually, this leg here actually needs to kind of straighten out and needs to drive his heel to the floor. Right now, even if it doesn't touch the floor, you would actually start to pick up your hip. So ideally, you put your shoulders on the floor, you pick up your hip. Another thing I see that I don't like with the finishing mechanic here, let's see if we can get it to it. Yeah. See, so right here, see how he's bringing it over towards this shoulder? I actually prefer to bring it towards the shoulder, towards the legs. The reason is because it actually hits the smaller part of the bone. Like, it kind of tightens it up a lot here. Going against this side, we're built to kind of come out and come into like an Americana, right? But if you bring it down, we're not built to, like, see, you can't twist it so much. So, yeah, that's my issue with that there. Again, nice. I like the setup. I like the punch. I like they got him to reach. I like that we grabbed it, sat back, threw the leg over. Just, setup was good. Just missing some finishing mechanics. But good work, man. And honestly, that is a legit escape. Right? If you can kick over, if you're getting armbarred and you can hold your hands and you can kick over your shoulder. I've seen it done before. Like where he kind of like went for the hitchhiker and then kicks himself over. I've seen it work before. Looks like he's coming to a leg lock range. Let's see. I like the way he's keeping his foot there. He's not going for the leg lock because his foot is kind of in a little bit of danger, but I don't think the guy knew what he was doing there. So reputation just screams testosterone. See, for me, I really don't look at it like that. When I see fighting it, for me, there is a large art form to it. Don't get me wrong, there's some sort of talent, but like honestly, this fight's not bad. Like this fight is a good show of David versus Goliath. It's a nice artwork. I mean, ideally, I'd like to see. I'm gonna say Roman is the tall guy. I'd like to see him not throwing those spinning back fists, looking for that opening, that straight jab. Get him at the end of those shots. Obviously, he's tired. Not bad. I mean, solid fight so far. Definitely happy that this would be the one we ended on, right? Dude's quick. Oh, man, eats a shot, gives him 1-2, gets underneath. There's that scramble. Let's look at that low ankle pick in slow motion. Bam, grabs it, and then just pulls it underneath him. I like this. Bam. Very good work. Very good work. And on the ground, he was good. Again, solid scrambling. He's hitting the spots exactly. He's hitting all of his motions. Good past the guard. Deals with the bump from the big guy. I like the knee on belly. Controls him on the ground. Circles right back to side. Knee on belly. Forces him to get away. Once he gets him to look away, gets him to extend. Grabs the arm. Steps into that armbar. Again, just didn't have the finish mechanic. Because that arm is straight. Whew. Man, if he had put that foot to the ground and was able to hip into that, even though he's not pulling across, he still could have broke that elbow. There's still some range there, right? Give props to the ref. He's right on top of it, too. I mean, he gave him time to get up and get out. And he did. How do we get these refs from the UFC? They're paying more attention to the fight than we've seen a lot. Nice head. Look how he gets his head on it. I mean, just nice head movement here. There's that head movement we're talking about, bro. Right, Paul? That's it. That's what I'm talking about. If you're going to be an inside fighter, you got to be moving the head like that. Looking up, not looking at the floor. Back and forth. No one to come in, no one to come out. That was good work by him. And he didn't even take off the rash guard. See, if I was his corner, what I'd like to see, if I was, I'd be like, I want to see, because his jab was nice. Like, he actually cracked him with a nice, quick jab. I'd actually like to see me like, hey, keep the jab go long, keep the right long, stop with the spinning stuff. No more hooks. We could throw some leg kicks in there, but he's faster. I think he's looking for that spinning kick again.
sein Eckgeschenk genau das gesagt zu haben, was ich ihm auch empfohlen habe, dass er mehr zum Kopf tritt und keine Low-Kicks macht, damit er keinen Ansatz zum Bodenkampf gibt.
Like everything he's throwing, he would have to walk into. Right? It's not set up with anything. There's no reason for him to come into him. That's why Anderson Silva had his hands low, right? He wanted people to come into him so he could crack him with the counters.
Er sollte nicht darauf eingehen, auf Abstand mit ihm zu kämpfen. Hier schöne Schläge im Infight, gute Kombination von Aslan. Wieder Might-Bewegung und geht raus. Das sollte Aslan jetzt
Red shirt being much faster. Back to that single leg. Again, perfect one. Watch. He's going to drop into it again. Boom, like that, gets him straight, and then he comes back up and pulls a leg underneath him. See there? There's that mechanic of pulling that leg underneath him. Very nice. I like the way he gets up holding the foot too. Nice. Okay, so honestly, this is some high-level passing right here. All right, this is some beautiful work. So he's in the half guard. He's holding him down. Watch how he's going to come out. He's going to bring the foot inside. Look at the hook on the leg here. Where's my thing? He's going to hook. He's going to put the knee on the outside. Let's keep it going a little. There we go. And then now once he, like ideally he could have kept this hook in, but now he's going to windshield wiper that foot right over as well. Beautiful. Like look at that right there. Now his knee's in the hip. He's able to flatten him out with it. Really nice passing work. Looking like he's coming around. Potentially set up the Kimura. All the way around. Oop. Oh, good job by Roman to put his back on the floor. There you go, Mouth looking for the shots, trying to get him to turn over to go for that back. Wants the rear naked. Ref calls it over. No sign of intelligent defense. I agree. It's weird that his attack is so good here. His finishing is so bad. Actually, you know what it is? It's like I said, it's kind of like the old school taught. Like old school jiu-jitsu, like they would teach him to really just extend the arm. Think John Jones versus Vitor Belfort. Vitor extends John Jones' arms, but he doesn't actually have a breaking mechanic, right? He did pop John Jones' elbow, but if he had been hooking John Jones' head and driving his hip through, he would have broke his arm. And he had the opportunity to do that, but that's just not the way he practiced it, right? So there's an it's like almost like a gentle art transition, right? So we had this jiu-jitsu is normally a gentle art, so we really wanted to beef it up, right? And then now bring in Frank Mir, who breaks Tim Sylvia's radial bone. Like he hit right through it. Yeah, exactly. It was more of an old school approach than a new school approach. Yeah, and like just a break cover, almost like a viciousness mentality. All right. Guys, it has been a fantastic night. Thank you all for coming by. Love you, everybody. Really, as far as the German backyard brawls, man, these are good. Again, defend Fight Club on YouTube. Subscribe, give them some love. Let's keep these. Hopefully they keep these coming. And like NAFTA said, they don't actually have it's completely illegal. So. Oof. But yeah, no, and they're good. Yeah, these are some quality. I agree. Then again, Street Beefs has stepped up the game. Strelka has stepped up their game. Like all these backyard MMA events have been incredible. Like the fighters are getting better. Like the average person stepping into these is so much better than we've seen in a while.
Okay, Dankeschön, Bruder.
Dude's in shape, but he got tired too. See, that kick should have been to the leg, not to the hip. He shouldn't have been stepping into his jab. He should have been sliding to the side. You don't want to hold the head. You want to frame him out. And yeah, you want to put that foot to the ground. Give a little hip into it. Because you're going to have to pop someone's out. Even like in something like this, you got to pop the elbow a little bit, right? You got to give him a little bit of pressure.
Otherwise, they're not going to tap. If they signed up to do this, they're not going to tap that easily. See, there was that jab I was talking about. See, that kick just should have been a little bit lower. By a little, actually, I mean quite a bit. Good head movement. I want to give him some real credit for not going down here with his hands. Keeping the hands up and using the elbows to block, though. Really good work there from the Russian, right? Elbows down, using his elbows to block his rib cage, keeping his hands up. There was some good work there. Good stuff. Tomorrow, 1FC, we'll watch a couple of the fights from the last one. They put them up on YouTube. It's going to be good. Big guy pulling away with those. Exactly, right? Yeah, he just missed a couple of them. They were sweet, though. Exit. All right, guys. Been a pleasure. Have a great night. Awesome stuff. Thank you guys for stopping by. Peace. Definitely. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, Monday. Ooh, tomorrow, Nightfall, I will have a definitive answer on where we're going next month. At the end of next month. So, I'll put it in the chat. But tomorrow, I'll have a video so everybody can see it. I'll tell everybody my ideas, and we'll all see what's happening. I think it's gonna be good, right? Gonna be good choices. Peace out, bro.